这个游戏是史丹利预言的豪华终极版，是新的，但是已经出几个月了。那个时候没有玩，是因为它没有任何中文字幕。之前玩旧版的时候没有中文字幕，真的非常难玩。这次有中文字幕，应该就 OK 了吧？永远不会结束 ，Never end。
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
我看一下会不会太大声。
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room for.
不小心点到就给我跳过，重看一次。
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons.
我第一次玩史丹利都是多久之前的游戏了
？And in what order?
This is what
employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
10年前吗？
They had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley.
他很幸福，做着简单的工作，什么都不用想，好棒哦！
And then one day, something
有人说我3年前有玩，你们是在哪个时间线啊？
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one.
之前没有字幕真的很累，现在有字幕完完全全另外一种感受。
No one had showed up to give him instructions.
你们就直接看了，这样最棒。
Or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
对，轻轻松松的。
This complete isolation. Something was very
边喝饮料边玩，我都不用在那边跟他抢对话，多棒啊
！Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
等一下啊，弄一下我的冰霸杯。女友送我史努比冰霸杯，之前送的是噜噜米冰霸杯，结果那个盖子不见了，妈的，又买了一个新的。然后上次看到有人讲，你们知道史努比那只黄色的鸟叫什么名字吗？有很多人不知道，所以叫它史努比黄鸟。什么史努比黄鸟啊！妈的，乱讲一通啊！调整一下滑鼠啊。我进游戏了，然后我现在要干嘛？想不起来了。为什么我按键盘，游戏中也会有嘎哒嘎哒的声音啊？我现在可以直接跳出游戏了吗？穿越游戏的墙壁，还是说还没那么快啊？那这次豪华版的更新是什么？
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
都死光了啊！妈，角色不能跳嘛？角色能不能跳？我现在是不能跳，这在后面的时候才可以跳吗？史丹利的，我拿到成就说我不能跳，干！
Oh please, are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times.
快给我成就
Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
我已经按了50次了，好吗
？The door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
我的成就嘞，不给是不是？我把电脑都关了，有些事件我已经 已经像是失忆了一样。
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
我要被嘴了。啊，我就是不会玩，你要怎样？什么都要点，像个神经病一样。贝克顿。
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
左右好像都没差，随便乱
This
走。
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
都已经没有人在工作了，也不知道有没有发钱给我。我随便摸一下公司的门是有错吗？我错了吗？
Yes, truly a
我哪里
room
错了？
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
不要。
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
我现在很急。还有2个不同的房间呢。你们想要去哪一个？想不想去一个比较明亮的？不要，我们去恐怖一点好了。
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
会不会回去啊？后悔了。维修室，走。要想去哪里就去哪里，Go my way. This is my way.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's,
这旁白好烂。
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
我能不能叫我这边操作史丹利直接一头撞死在这边？我很想知道他会说什
Hold
么
on。for a minute, please.
我直接就在这边，然后一头撞死。
See, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
有猫腻，哎，这边的好清楚哦，好棒哦！哇，好黑哦！哇，我好像有印象哎，这间房间有人被炒鱿鱼了。
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet.
一
This is
间
all
办
a
公室的
spoiler.
监视。
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We
104号炒鱿鱼了。
Who am I kidding?
234
It's all rubbish
104。
now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just
我好想
restart
记
the
得，
game
我
from
记
the
不得。
beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No！ 他这是在钳制我的思想。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
他就是
Stanley
在控
decided
制
to go
我
to。the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
他越说1，我就越要说2。这就是这个游戏的真谛，你们知道吗？要你摆脱环境的控制，要你当个反社会人格。人家说什么，你就要唱反调，这才是幸福的道路。关沙小，哦，我自己关的哦。啊，这游戏我还没忘记讲了，大概玩1个小时再分一段吧，一次玩有点久了，好不好？
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
我好像白老鼠一样哦， 快点好不好？
Somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure.
快点打开你的门。
Come, Stanley.
好
Let's find.
我要进这个进不去的地方。这就是我的想法，该不该进？这边吧。哪里啊？内心的愧疚，什么意思啊？哇，好像一直走在边边呢。
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
不要啦，妈的，搞什么鬼啊！快点啊
！By starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
哎，我走回来了，这全部都是根本就一条路嘛。旁白嘞？ 这门怎么不能点了？
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
这门都不能转呢，坏了哦！我现在到底在哪一个平行世界啊？搞不懂了。
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
这整个游戏有趣的地方就建立在这个旁白其实是一个废物。他从头到尾只是想找点乐子而已。
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
这是哪里
The
啊？
story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
哎，哎呦，还没装潢好
Now
哎
this-。Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
故事就是我受不了了，从窗户
Do you
跳下
remember,
去。
Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were
干嘛？不要
supposed
重
to be
开
doing,
啦！
how about this? You win!
耶，好了，我可以分段了。
Congratulations!
哎，
I
15
know you
分
put
钟
in
刚
a
好，
lot
差
of
不多。
hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
要有那个
No.
例行图，
I don't
一堆那
feel
个
right
穿西
about
装
this
外
at
国人
all.
在那边这样
We，both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
然后
Some
你觉得很
people
赞。
win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Don't share again。我发觉我第一次玩《史丹利预言》到现在已经经过了将近10年了，对不对？差不多了嘛，2012、2013，现在已经2023了嘛。这10年之间，我觉得我可以接受的大变程度已经非常的高了，所以玩这个东西的时候，我会有很多的耐心。
All right.
我已经看过很多大变，
This time, to make sure we don't get lost,
我可以
I've
心平
employed
气
the
和的来
help
玩这个
of
乐
the
色大变。
Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow
预
the
言冒
line.
险线，
How
好
simple，is that?
跟着线走。啊，我不跟着线走，你又能怎样？咬死我！手机没有跳楼选项。他妈最好闭嘴！这是我的
No,
胃，
no, I'm down. We're living it up to the line from now on.
买胃，买胃。打胃，打上小，跟傻瓜一样走来走去的。我的智能只剩下5而已。史丹利预言冒险线， 我能不能不要进去啊？看你们在偷懒。旁白罢工了，怎么办
？You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
没错，他讲的都对，都对。
Hang on, that got a bit weird back there.
他既然了解这一切的景观外形都是他心里面投射的心理现象，还有一些影像。
I think what we need right now
对，来点音乐啊，来点奶子，来点奶子。这边放在我前面，拜托了，奶子，对，就是这样，奶子，有没有奶子？没有吧？没有奶子哦。自己 P 图。我一直不走这个音乐就一直播吗？超吵的。我把这个音乐赶快关掉。怎么那么多岔路啊？好吵哦！他用这个音乐是逼你往前进，要不然你会吵死。好远哦！到了吧
？Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
吵死了，耳朵要烂了。
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
为什么会回来这边啊
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
我有没有一个新的结局？就是我可以看到旁白从楼上这样子啊，这样子我就完美了。
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
我要看到他自由落体。
Right? Why can't we make up our own story?
对，大胆刺激，对。办公室办公晚上，突然觉得背后有人，原来是我的女上司，衣衫不整的站在我背后，我不知道她要干嘛之类的。有没有很棒
？Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
我已经讲完了，他又不会帮我这样做。我还没准备好。史丹利走一走，突然掉入了一个空间。等他再度醒来的时候，旁边全部都是奶子。这条路怎么那么远啊
？Oh no, not you again, Stanley.
这条黄线有他的意志。
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
这游戏中有3个存在体：线、我还有旁白。我跟线都要走自己的位。
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
No!
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny.
听他碎念不止1分钟，我要听他碎念5个小时。这游戏你要一直就是跟着他一起下去了，你知道吗？他已经在地狱里面做好等你了。
Oh, hold up, what's this?
根本一样的路嘛。混
The
乱结局。
You're telling me that's what this is? It's
我重开了那么多次哦。
ending?
什么啊
And we're supposed to restart the game
胡扯哲学。
8 times? That's really how all this
史丹利死了。
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
我已经游完混乱结局，达到了18分钟。
Written here on this thing wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
好啦，可以闭嘴
No,
了
it
啦。
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't.
我们现在是第几次重启啊？有到8次这么多了。好靠北啊！
Stopped.
这个结局以前是不是碰过啊？
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The
旧结
whatever it
局。
is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
老酒装新瓶，新体验。
So, okay.
好像啊，这个荧幕我有印象。
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are.
我突然觉得这个游戏的旁白很厉害，他说了哇多少字啊！游戏强制重新开始，这是要进第7次重新的了。然后到最后旁白就不见了嘛，然后史丹利就死了。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
我记得以前好像有这扇门可以进去，条件很多啊。可 可以按了可以输入一些特殊讯息。这样，这个能够使用吗？好像只要按到就好了。电脑开始对我的按键有反应了。
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
真的哦，这边是回去的路跟地下室嘛？地下室去那个监视器，对不对？这边来。
Stanley was so bad at following directions.
这地方我怎么好像很有印象啊？奇怪，怎么好像回忆涌现呢？好像有些东西可以拿还是推啊？要刷卡。车线。不要跳下去。当货车在动的时候，罚款啊！跳下去罚5000。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
我跳在车上，我应该就安全了。
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
电影不是都这样演吗
？From the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very.
我看姜维克从那个好几楼掉下来都没事啊，啊，我怎么就有事啊？我掉在车上呢，我不是掉在水泥地上呢。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
为什么？他比较帅，就对了。哎，有在累积嘞，还要再按3次。好，那我现在马上就去死。哪里可以死？我立刻马上死在这里。
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
我可以再去死3次，然后就可以把那个按好吗
？First, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story, and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
我看这次还能不能按到那个按钮了
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
再来。
Already, this was uncomfortable.
这已经让人不舒服了。
That as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
啊，我的，哎，奇怪，这次怎么没有啊？电脑嘞？
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way.
还是说已经到达了上限，死亡上限了？那个场景不准你15次，要去另外一个场景死。
Just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then, but
应该要有不同发展。好，我现在去别的房间，然后再死，一心求死。
Stanley was so
马
bad
上
at
去
following
死，
directions, it's incredible he
独
wasn't
孤求
5 years
死。
ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
闭嘴啦，
foot
干！
here. I'm not sure.
我买游戏还是你买游戏啊？你最好把嘴
I
巴闭起来。
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all
Yay!
this time. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
仓
for
鼠逃跑
others?
啦
Are！you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
我脑子坏了，你不要理我
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
我色盲啊，干！
Perhaps you
他会传回来耶。
Stanley walked through the red door.
故意搞怪。哎，这怎么没有传送啊？旁白是不是要消失了？
think we're communicating properly.
好了好了。
Stanley walked through the red. All right.
Red.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
是哪里啊？
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map
我走出
because you were never
地
supposed
图
to
啊
be here in the first place.
不要，
Broken
我要去
rooms,
那边
exposed developer textures.
我要去那
Just
边
what you had wanted.
我要怎么让游戏知道我要去那边？
A story I had written out specifically for you. Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game?
怎样才能使这个游戏变得更好？
Want to see?
我要飞，
Skill
飞去
trees?
那边。
Work with me. You give me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some
火箭背包。
feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to
我下来了嘛？哇，你看我就知道可以来嘛。
with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
请选择你的游戏体验。
I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
看有几分？1。
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous
新版本，你看
I've compiled
有的时候你就是要不停的嘴游戏，它才会给你做更好的东西，更有趣。你一直说5分5分，人家怎么进步啊？这是我玩小份 game 的体会。这是计分版的，这是什么？哇塞，这全世界玩家已经开了9万多门哦，然后走了什么6亿多步什么的。哇塞，这统计太狂了吧！这是我史丹利427上线，这假的啦，那乱七八糟的吧？这没有真的统计吧？你为什么不找朋友救救你呢？错误，朋友是空的。妈的，谁说我朋友是空的？我好友名单有一堆朋友。
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep
我要
walking
去那
through
里。
the doors? Again, honest answers, please.
1。
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
好，
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
干嘛过来？
Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite
都有，他讲的这个都有
Because if it's the
哦
latter, well, I
他
don't
全
know
部
what
答
to
对
do.
了。
I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try.
啊，他要消失了是不是
I'm out.？
我们要进入预言的第8
It's
次了。
over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely
都出来
valuable.
哦，我花钱
Oh,
哦。
hey, since my game was so
我是你的
awful, why don't we play someone
你的
else's
天
game just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we
你给我
have?
出来哦，我花钱哦。我是这个地方的老大。
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
怎么了？
Aha!
不是都一样？
Fascinating. What do you think this
这不是
game
那个
is
什么
about,
看火者吗？
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
我有破过哎。
Well, it seems
我要扮演
obvious to
恐怖
me
怪人。
that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
看着无
Perhaps
辜
for
平
some
民。
sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
好。上面的字太小了，看不懂。就这样。哇，我出来世界了耶，赞哦！好腰嘞，跳下去哦，不行啊，应该吧？游戏哪能跳啊？游戏已经不能跳了，所以在这边我应该都卡住了吧？看到没？坚持你自己的路，到了最后，你终于来到了你想要的地方。比那个办公室好多了。
No, it can't be.
我们去自由的厕所看看。可以按吗？
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
他为什么要挡住我的路？
That thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
假的希望，他为什么要在我的游戏里面盖墙啊？
Let's find another game.
这是什么
Something with walls.
China 有做的吗
Nice, big, insurmountable walls. Oh,
我打破这共产高墙。
This will be just the thing.
妈的，把我关在里面。这是什么啊？看这个画面，我想到日本的网络游戏大概都是这种空洞的场景，然后有一些类似好像高科技，其实一点都不高科技。
Any possibility that you could get lost here? Now this is game design.
就是那个
to get lost in this game,
足球车啊，
phenomenally impressed.
足球啊，以前玩过啊，记不记得？啊，叫这个名字啦。
Okay, so what
火箭
exactly do we
火
do
箭联盟。
here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no
我要
racetrack.
开车车。
Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Ball.
Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
我没有
What
ball，
fun.
我看不
We
到
shall
自己的
run the
ball。
bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
耶！哦，我跑好快啊！我怎么那么大颗球啊？他进球了，怎么没有任何的欢呼？
Are you doing it? Are you...
啊，干
What are you doing?
！What the fuck？你不跟我讲有洞啊？你不保护好你的老鼠吗？
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
这黑漆麻乌的怎么玩啊？啊靠呗！地狱100层哦！我来了，我在下面等你。哪里啊？是原本的办公室吧？怎么那么烂啊？ 看起来像恐怖游戏 PT 加鬼店，你们幻想力也太丰富了吧？里面有灯呢，24。我会不会找到我原本旧房间的位置啊？我是几号啊？哎，我到了，我到家了。哎，这个场景很像站立时空的其中一个场景哎，有没有印象？没东西可以按哦，怎么那么烂啊？啊。
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
我很高兴。
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
我不管代价。
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
他上面讲的一些情绪我都没有。
To this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be
我只
back.
是走了我该走的位而已。
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
现在让我行动。我是为了混沌而存在，快点让我动。我去看看电脑还有没有
All
得
of his
按。
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
奇怪，刚刚那特殊电脑就不见了。新的内容，好。
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
这是哪里啊？说新的你就相信是新的哦？你怎么那么容易相信啊？你有没有加入炒股标股集团？一定有嘛？
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may
超豪
know,
华
the
版
Stanley Parable was a video game
2013
released
年
in
出的啦，哇，
2013
真的
on
10
home
年了。
computers. After receiving
过山车
critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of
这
the
么多
game
年
for
才
consoles
决定做这
and
个哦
home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting
多
new
加了
content
新内容
that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra
看起
Deluxe.
来好诈骗
Oh,
哦。
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
这么烂的地方跟我说有什么惊心动魄、惊人的冒险，我才不信呢。这个电梯连动都不会动，
Is it broken? What's going on here?
这边满足我的愿望。
Should
好
we，be moving somewhere?
马上出现一大堆。
Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new
我不用讲，你们都知道了。
I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
干诈
All
骗！
right. All right, let's see. It's
跳圈圈
the
36
jump
次，
circle.
第4啦。
Is Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
原来，我才不要做什么白痴动作嘞！不要想控制我。
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
超过1000新内容，怎么可能啊
？1000
小时的睡觉时间。
There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew that.
我们完全被诈骗了。
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
我想去这边。
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding
感谢
me.
你
You see, Stanley?
游玩
This is
新
what
内容。
happens when greedy video game developers with no respect
他
for
现在
their
是在凑自
families
己就对
rush
了
a。cheap expansion to
看他一直在
market
凑
for
自己。
no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally
大
accountable.
家都说他们好恐怖。
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great
You
time
and
together
me.
like always.
每次都在那边 you and me。No。You and me。开始吹你的卡祖笛。是哪里啊？这边是新内容了吧？
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
这边看起来比较有趣哦。这样，它会自动蹲的。我只往有趣的地方去。卡住，是不是这样子？
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
史丹利兽，哇！哎，武器先来一把啊！是不是史丹利兽啊？哎，不是哦，哪里啊？ 哇，新内容，新内容。
I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
这次多了好多户外的场景哦。 2013
You see,
年
Stanley, doesn't the
Memory
memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had
电子游戏讲诚信。
Back then, it all meant something.
DLC 是真的有内容，不是切割内容。美好的过去这样子，这样子吗？嗯，原始版史丹利，那他们原本的宣传网页。 这个记忆是真的吗？ 什么、啊？新电脑新游戏发售今天，丹利死了。哎，这个好像是其中一个结局哎，他跳楼去死啊！桑拿屋，我们有歌了啊！
And over here is where I keep reviews
这什么
of the
鬼
Stanley
歌？
Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's
他
how
现在简直就
grand
是
and
老人臭啊，在那
all-encompassing
边
the original
一直
Stanley
提当年
Parable
勇，
was.
快点！
It was literally every game ever created. It
老
was
子花
Skyrim,
钱不是
it
来
was
听你这边
Persona
干股
3,
的，
it
赶
was
快给我
all
一
of
些
them.
新的东
And
西好不
now
好？
it's nothing.
我现在就是要听他
It's no
吹，
games at all.
牛皮都
It
吹
isn't
爆
even
了，
Stanley
快点！
Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator
门
content.
开两开了，走走走走走走走走走。边地狱区维修区，嗯，年度明星丹利，嗯。
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
干，真
The
的在
Stanley
狂
Parable
吹
is
耶！
both a rich
他这个要
and
吹多久啊？
stimulating
吹3
commentary
小
on
时
the
吗？
nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the
不要
most
再吹了。
enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust
这边要吹
in the
10几分
Hammond
钟。
Hall of beloved video game memories.
啊，这边我进不去啊！认真房间2013，现在干嘛？赶我出去哦！
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
他们给出了正确的评价，
Collecting down here.
上面都是乱吹的啦，这边才是真的啦，好不好？
Honestly, I could not be
不
bothered
推
to
荐。
play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny.
我从来不觉得我还会再玩这整个游
His
戏。
dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make
他
the
说旁白
series
一点都不有
work.
趣，而且很
I
烦。
suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable,
嘴烂他。
but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
把嘴到烂掉。是什么？
Okay, let's see what this one says.
游戏的主意很酷，但是非常的重复而且无聊。赞赞赞
Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh goodness, this is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest,
只有一开始玩最好玩，后面就很无聊。
as being rather terse.
游戏中根本就没有选择
You can't know how
选
much
择道路
fluff。I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it. Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
这作者记仇到现在没有吧？这搞笑而已
Like I
啦
let，these people
他
down.
不是说真的啦。
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to
Come on.
say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto.
他把副评都删光了嘛
It's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
进去了吗？哎，画面怎么黑了？
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
我跳过了什么内容啊？完全搞不懂。
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I started to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's...
按下去啊！干嘛？
Okay,
全部按下
welcome
去
back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
好啦，没关系，我就在虚空中度过我一辈子，我不要在这个游戏再出去了。好了，拜拜。
Stanley, please don't
12个
push
小
the
时
button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there.
没关系，
I
没
don't
关
know
系。
why the skips are getting longer, but
拜
they're...
拜。
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
他老了，这是多久啊？100年吗？
Talk to again. Stanley, I think it's
一个礼
been
拜
a week or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been.
2000年以
Me
后，
talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't
啊，死了，醒不过来了。史丹利死了。
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
死了，死光了。我来到了世界的终结，什么都不在乎，我只是照着我所有的意识，自己做自己想做的事，后果我自己承担，我负责。这就是我要的结果。买位，怎样？ 大小声音啊！干，我不要听这个声音，我要走了，拜拜。
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes?
Where are the
They bemoaned, they
jokes?
screamed. They
就像我平常在讲的，这游戏都不恐怖啊，恐怖点在哪里呀、啊？没有重点啊，跳过。
The end is never the end, is never the
What?
end,
Agora.
is never the end, 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 is
我可能已经过了3000年了、哦。开始漏水啦、它这个会越……哇，哎、这个应该过了几百年了吧？说真的啊，旁白怎么都还没死啊？我也不会死，房子都烂光了。我要看到世界的终结。人类灭亡了，是这样吗？哎、好棒哦，漂亮漂亮。像旁白那一种类型的人就会说：“你这样有什么意义？ 你时间一直度过去，到了现在这个时间点，已经没有任何东西了。你想要看到这个世界上什么都没有吗？什么都不存在吗？对啊，我要一个人走到最后。它这个按钮要等一下才能按啊，不是说能够连按。等一下。好像有恐怖要素，外面有奇怪声音，我怎么人也歪了？大楼歪了，全部都灭亡了，生物也没有了，植物也死光了，变沙漠了，地形变更，这边已经变沙漠了，没得按了。没得按了，这就是我要的终结。我坦然面对一切，坦荡荡。接下来我就要死在这个沙漠里面，没有人知道到底发生了什么事，但是只有我看到了这一切的 ending， 屌不屌？有没有很中二？其实只是个脑袋坏掉的家伙而已。我逃出来了。我是传奇，怎么又回来了啊？那边是一个 ending 了吧？是不是啊？没有了吧？要不要分段一下？1小时差不多刚好哎。这边再继续，就是如果有连接的故事，这边就是会再继续下去。那我刚好断在这边，对不对？我们看到了时间的终点，好不好？它新内容其实是真的有了，可是你可能要稍微跑一下。游戏我会一直分段这样子慢慢玩下去嘛，就会一直破关这样子，好不好 ？Never end, never share again， 什么 never end 啊？我永远记得这句话 ，never share again， don't share alone。然后每次都玩个1小时左右，把它玩到最后的最后，这样好不好？玩到没东西玩，或者是玩到不想玩，或者是玩到我结局解不出来了，然后自然就结束了。好不好？可以吧？行不行？可以吧？行不行？可以吧？行不行？可以吧？